and welcome back. Today, we're laying some paint down on the scooter. Or, I guess technically I should say, we're laying down some paint on top of water for the scooter. Anyway, as you can see, we're trying our hands at hydro dipping. The easy way, of course, with rattle cans. Let me start off by saying, we are not professionals. We've never done this before. We thought if we're gonna learn, it would probably be a good idea to try it out on the scooter panels, because after all, the scooter is mine, and I wouldn't have been upset if it had turned out to look like a turd on wheels. And as you'll see, they all may not have turned out perfect. We probably could have and should have practiced more, sure, but they're good enough for us for this application. We went in with low expectations and came out with it looking a lot better than either of us had expected it to. Especially with it being the first try and not knowing the ins and outs of hydro dipping. Now with that out of the way, let me tell you about our setup here. We picked this huge bin up at Home Depot for like 25 bucks. It came with a lid, and we just made a quick table out of sawhorses and some random pieces of wood we had laying around, because constantly bending over sucks. Off camera, there's a small space heater we set up trying to keep the water somewhat warm, but I doubt it did much good as it was a chilly night that night. Afterwards, we questioned if hitting the top of the water with a heat gun while the paint was on it would have made a difference. Would it have helped or hindered? I guess we'll find out next time. We watched a video that told us to use enamel spray paint, so we picked up a couple cans of that at Home Depot as well. We decided to skip over using any primer, though looking back we both agreed we should have covered the panels with black spray paint prior to dipping, because some of the blue still comes through. It doesn't look bad in most places. In fact, in some places it looks pretty cool, like a crazy alien galaxy. However, the original idea was to only have two colors, black and yellow, and the bigger spots of blue showing proved to be a less than desirable outcome. You'll even see us double dip a couple times because there was just too much blue in some areas. You'll also notice at some point we decided to stop wiping away the extra paint that was left over after each dip. It was still wet, and since we weren't getting great coverage, we assumed we weren't using enough paint to begin with. So for better or worse, why not just leave the excess paint in there, right? At any rate, I'm happy enough to drive around the Scootski with how it turned out. Although, we are planning to re-dip these panels in the future to see if we can get an even better outcome the next time. So stick around if you want to see us try again sometime. Alright, I'm gonna allow the dipping portion of the video to play out with some skips and fast forwards to keep it concise, so I'll catch you in a few. Okay, so in closing, I want to first off say thanks for watching. Especially if you've caught all 3 of these videos in the scooter makeover series. I really do appreciate you tuning in, and I appreciate my new subscribers. And if you didn't enjoy the series, well, I guess you can't please everybody. Now, if you did like this series, I'm going to be doing more stuff like this, but I'm going to start a second channel for things like this, and keep Avel more on the 3D printing side. These videos haven't fared too well over here thus far, and it's understandable. Most of you subscribed for my 3D printing videos, not scooter makeovers. So, I'm starting a second channel with my friend who appeared in this video helping out with the dipping. I will leave a link to that channel in the description, and we'll be doing a lot of different things over there. The channel won't be dedicated to just one set of things. We have a lot planned. So if you want to jump over there and subscribe, like I said, stick around because we'll probably be doing something like this again a lot sooner than I had originally thought. Alright, I appreciate you tuning in, catch you in the next one, and as always, have the best day ever.